I addressed it yesterday and Sunday about the VA, and nobody is believing what I'm saying about the VA. So here we go. Hold on. I'm hoping you can hear it. Oh, hold on. The sound's down.
But I will let it's called a detail coordinator. I will let them know of his passing, and then, but I can give you the number to the Marion County Services,
I'm hoping y'all
and
can
then
hear
I
that.
can also transfer you as well. Okay. Their number is 352. Hold on one second. My pen is deciding if it's going to write or not. Yeah, of course. Of course. Come on.
Patricia, can you hear it?
Okay, 352. Yes, ma'am. 671. Okay. 884. Okay. 22.
Okay, just listen. This is the VA.
And then I can always transfer over there as well. Okay, 671-8842. 671-8422. 8422. Yes, ma'am. Okay. And then I will let the VA know as well, and I can transfer you over there and see if they can provide any services, or, if they, I don't know what they do, but you can always ask them questions. Thank you so much. Okay, all right, so then I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. You're welcome. Hold on, sweetie.
It's not a long wait. He gets on the phone pretty quick.
Yes, I am trying to. My father just passed away on this past Thursday. I'm trying to find out if there's. Yeah, thank you. If there's any, does the VA help anything with like cremation or funeral arrangements or anything? He had no life insurance.
The VA.
Not setting it up per se, no. There are burial reimbursement benefits, but they have to qualify for that. Just depends on the veteran. Was the veteran married? My mother passed in 2007. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm just trying to think. Was he service connected? You mean, getting any disability from the VA for service connected disability? Like, was he died? Okay. No. Did he pass away in a VA hospital? No, he passed away on hospice here at home. Okay. He had a stroke the week prior, and then he was at the same time diagnosed with terminal multiple myeloma cancer. So within a week and a half, it was. Just trying to think. I don't think there's really anything because he wasn't service connected with the VA for anything. You could bring by his DE-214 in the long form of the death certificate, and we can just see what he might qualify for if there's anything for burial reimbursement. But other than that, there's really no other benefits. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Sorry for that. It's all right. You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you. Bye-bye. Give you to the Marion County Services. Okay. If you would like to read that.
Okay. There it is. That's the third time I've reached out to the VA. And the same answers. It's the same answers every time. Because Pop was not getting like a disability pension or anything from the service. There's really that, and I've had one lady tell me because of all the budget cuts to the VA is also another reason why they're not offering much anymore. And since we're not doing a burial, there is there's no, you know, getting help towards that. I address this again because there was some comments left on my last live from somebody that is a longtime follower, and it's just like nobody is. It's like I feel like people are thinking I'm making excuses for this, and I'm just looking for a handout, and it's nothing like that. Pop left no life insurance, and we live paycheck to paycheck. And with me being on short-term disability, that's a note. It's hardly a paycheck. You know, we're struggling now to figure out what's getting paid tomorrow when we do get paid. Um, and but that's that. You know, that's the VA. That's the third time I've reached out to them, and it's pretty much the same thing, all three times. They do not help, and I don't know how long ago these people got the help that they said they got. As of right now, they don't help no more. They don't pay nothing anymore, unless it was service related or he was injured in the line of duty, which Pop wasn't. When he had his his eardrums blown out, he was serving over there. He was in Germany and working and everything. He got out of the military discharge when he had his eardrums blown out. So we don't, you know, there's just no help. It's been a busy day. I'm back at the funeral home tomorrow at 12. Social Security, they will pay $250, but I have to produce an ID card to prove his identity. Guess what I don't have? When Pop left his wallet hanging on that scooter, the wallet disappeared. He's talked to y'all about it before. We've been at a standstill where his ID and his Medicare card has been. So until I can prove that my dad is who my dad is or whatever, then I can't get that $250. So, you know, I'm trust me, I am not making excuses. I keep playing that video. I made sure to record that so you know, it's just not me sitting here saying this is what's going on. But oh, look, totally off topic. I didn't do well at the flea market. I think I did like $40, but a lady across from me, she does cups and everything. She wanted to trade for one of my bags, and she told me to pick out a cup. Pop would love this damn cup. He would have snagged it from me, and I wouldn't have seen it again. But ain't she adorable? But anyway, I just wanted to jump on and let everybody know that's where we're at. My Aunt Clara Neal, surprising, I have not seen this lady in years, but when my mom was alive and before my brother died, and every time we went up North Carolina, we would always go to my Aunt Steve, my Uncle Steve and my Aunt Clara Neal's house to play with my cousins Lisa and Laura. Talk about fond memories. But she reached out to me, and she mailed a check because she's not computer savvy. She mailed a check today. I don't know how much it is. So I'm getting help out of people that I never thought I would get help out of. So she mailed a check. Bless her heart. But Uncle Steve has passed, and one of her daughters, Laura, passed away in her sleep. She had a heart attack. She was younger than me. But she is sending. And my Aunt Annie, a funeral home, I did find out that they will not let some people can call in and check, check the arrangements and stuff. I think they might be able to give you information. I know there was a couple of people that I gave the phone numbers to the funeral home, but they won't let me they won't let anybody make a payment over the phone. Something to do with that it's like say there's like surviving children, there's more than me, and everybody was trying to pull together, then we would all have a say in what kind of arrangements are being made or whatnot because we contributed. So they will not allow it. So anybody that who was wanting to call the funeral home, please just, if you will, um, I have you on the phone with me at the funeral home so you can hear it yourself, but they won't allow any payments that way. So the best bet is hit PayPal or hit the GoFundMe. Um, and I'm going to do a live, or maybe a video. I don't know if I'll do a live. It I won't say at first it chapped my ass because I felt like I was having to explain everything and nobody was believing what I was saying. And I told a couple of you guys that everybody means well and everybody cares about pop. So I'm not. It's just, you know that's the end game of it. They literally will not help me. And I guess from what I'm also understanding today after talking to my nurse is the states vary with their VA system. Their states vary, and so some things, some states do other that my state won't. I will. I get a copy of the death certificate because it's included in this price with the funeral home. Um, I'm going to get two death certificates. Uh, but they're $30 a whop, and then I got to pay the medical examiner. But the medical examiner, even though the hospice nurse declared him deceased, he's got to go in there and declare it too. So that's only $15. But I am going with a cheaper urn, so it did take off $495 of the 1,900, to almost $2,000. I did pad the GoFundMe a little bit because I have no idea how much GoFundMe takes. So I did pad it. It's the GoFundMe is a lot more than I needed, just because I have no idea how much GoFundMe takes. Everybody is telling me different stories. I've heard that they take like 30% of it and all this other stuff, and I'm not sure. I think we used it once before and not much came of that. But I did pad it for that, and that reason only. Carmen is actually helping me design a t-shirt, a memorial t-shirt too, for Pop, a junk Dobber t-shirt. And then we're kind of stuck with That's My Story and sticking to it on the back, or GoPro Stop Recording. We haven't made up our minds, but she's helping me do that. She was gonna do it today, but bless her heart, she is sick as a dog. Her allergies are acting up, and she sounds awful. But that's what's going up, and I don't know if we're at still at 522. And my to check that my aunt sent is I'm coming down. I haven't figured out how Amy don't know how she's going to be able to, because she was going to call over the phone and make a payment to the funeral home, because she's also not computer savvy. But we'll see. I've got to call her back. She's been feeling kind of under the weather too. She got outside weed eating at her age and fell and bust her butt. And she's 80 years old, so strong little woman too. But I've got to call her. I told her I'll call her tomorrow while I'm at the funeral home and go from there. But if everybody will keep sharing the video and watching his videos, that helps a lot too. And I actually overslept this morning. I was supposed to go pick Donovan up at 7 o'clock, and I didn't hear the alarm going off. I slept. That's the first time I've slept since all this started. I think it was 7:20, 7:30. It was way over. I did. I slept. Thank goodness. I feel a little better. My mind is not as muddled. But there's Pop's chain that he asked me to make. I've been using it. He liked them sunflowers. But Yeah, it's frustrating. Troy, I am going to try that. You're the second person that told me that. I've got a friend of mine. Actually, it's Joey's best friend's mother. Her name's Marty. Yes, yes, I am. I'm eating junk. I know, I know. I'm going to eat me a rice and like a rice bowl in a minute. I got some avocados and some pico, and I made some taco meat, and I'm going to put it over rice. You talk about a good poor man meal. Whew, that's good. So I'm going to eat that. I ate a handful of them things. I don't know why. I don't normally eat them much. I usually like the hot fries, but everybody's been bringing and sending food. So my neighbor bought chicken and rice the other day for the boys to eat, and plus I'm tired telling everybody telling me I look like I'm look like I'm dropping more weight, which I don't need to do because I'm already stick thin. Um, but uh, that's that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. uh, but yeah, that's what's going on. Tomorrow's the funeral parlor. I'm going to, since I shaved Pop's hair, he ain't got no hair, so I'm gonna try to get a little lock of his beard. Um, uh, Carmen is going to, she does resin art, and she's gonna make me something with the hair. Um, since I can't do the hand molds because there's just not a good way to do it. So she's gonna make me some resin art with his beard hair, and probably so I might clip a fingernail and put it in there because he loved the different things Carmen would do in my nails. So I'm gonna do that. I did make a dentist appointment today. Since I can't afford to get everything done at once, I'm gonna start chipping away one at a time because I've had a toothache. I started a toothache even on antibiotics. I've got a toothache now, and um, I'm gonna start trying to get that together. But that's what's going on. Uh, I'll keep everybody posted. And making a memorial video, is harder than I thought it was because I'm having a hard time pulling clips out of his videos that I can use towards a memorial video. And pictures, I don't have a lot of pictures anymore. We between the move from Citra to move to Ocala, we've lost a lot of the family photos. So I'm trying to figure out um how to do it. I'll figure it out. Yeah, yeah. I've looked. I was in there. I pulled some off of there. I like the picture of him and my mom together. And then there's one of him and my brother. Those are for sure going in there. Um, Again, another 2020 hindsight. No, he was going to make that video, and he never did. He never did. The last video, in fact, I was watching the last video, the last live he did. Do y'all remember? He was sitting there. It was right before I finally got him convinced to go to the hospital because of that burn on his leg. And he was saying, I think I could be all right with one leg. I thought about it. Oh, who was that? Was that Salt or
That's Salt.
that was Salt? So who jumped on who?
Salt.
So no, it looked like Parm body slammed his ass. Oh my gosh! All I need is the fur babies fighting. I don't know what's going on with these brats, man. See that's fur. That's Salt baby fur.
Yeah, that means Salt got attacked first.
So that means Parmesan jumped on it is sometimes salt it don't Parm it'll chase him off, but I don't know what's got into Parm. He's so he's getting beat up on, and therefore he's going after. It's like I'm gonna get you before you get me type of situation. My foot's almost healed. It's almost completely closed, but it's still swelling. It hurts so bad right now. Yeah, baby, it's ready. But that's what's going on, everybody. I'm going to jump off. I'm not going to be on as long tonight. I have got to. I've got some badgeril badgerils I've got to make that somebody wanted. Um, Normally I couldn't sell anything to this lady. She's works with me. She couldn't, but all of a sudden she wants badgerils. I am not complaining. So I'm going to make the badgerils and try to go to bed early tonight because it's going to be a long day tomorrow. No, neither one of them are sick. No, you know what the difference is? Salt, excuse my language, salt doesn't have balls and Parmesan does. Parm needs to get them clipped. Parm and Epson both need to have them clipped. I think they're feeling themselves. I don't know. Parm's usually a cuddle bug. He's the other red one that likes to cuddle with me. I don't know. Anyway, but I'll let y'all go, and I will keep everybody posted tomorrow of what's going on in the arrangements. I'm hoping I shared the GoFundMe on Facebook again. I tried to do it on TikTok, but every time I share it on TikTok, the link is not it doesn't. You can't click it. You can't click just like on YouTube. You can't click the short. You have to go to the link that I posted. It's weird. I don't know what else to do. I've tried several different things, but I'm also sending people to his PayPal link on his Facebook page because some people I've had some people tell me that they didn't like the GoFundMe, so I don't blame them, especially if they really take as much as they say they do. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I think salt is yeah. I think so too. Especially salt. Salt is the one that usually, but it was Lucio that slept with Pop that last night all night. Lucio would not leave Pop at all. He slept right on his lap in between his legs or up there on Pop's shoulder. He slept. And then that Lucio was the one that woke me up that morning. But I'll let y'all go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.